Hey guys, hope you are doing well. Today we shall look at ions. You have so far looked at the chemical formulas, the periodic table, the redox reactions. Put a link in my description. So now today we want to see what are these ions. You have ever heard of ions? For instance, in electrolysis, you see ions. In electrolytes, you see ions. In our bodies, we also have ions. But under chemistry terms, what are ions? So in simple terms, ion, these are electrically charged particles. Now, how can you identify an ion? So an ion is simply an electrically charged particle. So you have so far in your papers or in your notes see this kind of thing. So the addition sign you see, which is like a power to sodium, it is what we call an ion. So an ion, an element or a particle, can't be an ion without a charge. A charge may be positive or may be negative. For instance, now for sodium it is a positive. For chlorine it is a negative. So to understand these ions very well, how elements come to form ions. Now, ions are usually formed when elements combine with each other. For instance, a metal with a non-metal. But in today's video, we shall mainly look how does sodium have a positive charge and why is chlorine has a negative charge. So to understand that aspect, you should first know that all metals have a positive charge, and all non-metals have a negative charge. So that may be your first main aim, to understand that all metals have a positive charge while all non-metals have a negative charge. So a negative charge is like this you are seeing on chlorine, and then for the positive is that one on sodium. So how do we identify that if an element is a metal or if an element is a non-metal? Simple. In this case, we shall use the periodic table to understand this aspect. So what we shall do, you should go to your periodic table, and this is what you are going to see. So the periodic table is arranged in groups and periods. So this is so here is how you can identify a metal and a non-metal. So for you to identify a metal are those elements that when they combine with other elements they form positive charges. So these are metals. From group 1, as I'm going from group 1 to this group to group 4. So this is group 4. It is not group 13, no, it is group 4. Because these transitioning metals, these ones from titanium, vanadium, all of them, these are transitional metals. But also them are metals, so they both form positive charges. So we have sodium, magnesium, aluminium, boron. So all of these are metals. All of these are metals. So they form positive charges. They form positive charges. All of these are metals. So in simple terms, what you should know that elements in period with group 1, group 2, group 3, and yeah, all of them are metals. So for the group 4, we have carbon and silicon, then germanium, and all of them. So those are not metals. Those are referred to as metalloids. So metalloids are those elements that have both characteristics of metals and non-metals. So it will depend on which element they are combined with in order to obtain their charge. Now from nitrogen to fluorine, those are non-metals. All of these are non-metals. Sorry. All of these are non-metals. These ones. All of them are non-metals. So with that, so to simplify it, so in the periodic table, elements from group 1 to group 3 are metals, including the metalloids, while elements in group including the metal. So these metalloids, I told you that they differ on how they are reacting, but most especially elements from group 1 and group 3 are completely metals. Now while elements in group 5 to 8 are non-metals. So as I show you that the another thing you should note is that transitional metals are also metals. So as I show you, the transitional metals are those in the periodic table, are these ones. So these ones are the transitional metals. From 3 to 12, all of them are transitional. All of them are transition. So they are also metals. So they also have a positive charge. The another thing you should know, in chemistry, positive elements are referred to as cations. With this, with that sign, and the negative elements are referred to as anions. So this is their symbol. That is their symbol. Yeah. So for today, I think you have understood how do we get a positive, how can you identify a positive atom or a positive particle and a negative particle. So in recap, all metals have a positive charge and all non-metals have a negative charge. So in the next video we shall look how to determine the charge. So because there are elements or particles with 2 positive, others with 3 positive, others with 3 negative, so we shall look at those in my next video. So please like, comment and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much.